Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I'm James and you're watching Blue Dog Reptiles. Now today I want to show you a way to save money feeding your reptiles. And that is to grow all your own food. Obviously, if you have an insectivore, this is not going to work, but for your herbivores, your uromastics, your bearded dragons, this can definitely help save money. And growing plants is the way to do it. Now, we started this only a few weeks ago and you can see how well they're growing. It's still really cold outside, and so we started the cultures inside, and then eventually they will be transplanted outside. As you can see, we have different variations growing here, and we even have some more over here. However, my cat last night decided I want to step on the peppers and the sweet peppers and all that and sit my fat butt right on top of it. Isn't that right? This is Willow. Isn't that right, Willow? I want to sit right on top of it. Obviously, my daughter helped us. You can see her little decorations next to all the plants, but we have poppies there and lavender. We have watermelon starting to sprout here. This right here is some more beans. We have more lavender, green beans, mint. We have our carrots here, and you can also feed the carrots to your isopod cultures for your bioactive as well. We have different types of sweet corn, and that's for our house. And then moving over here, this is for like our uromastics. We have the lettuce, and then we have some peas, some garden beans, which these are doing really well. I tell you what, these things have just been growing and growing like weeds, which means it needs to drastically warm up outside so we can transplant these, because these things are sprouting like no other. Over here, we still have to add a little bit because we actually just transplanted them into these bigger setups, so you can see they're not fully set in here. All we use is some organic soil in here, and then I'm actually going to put Reptiles soil on the top of it since it's so high in nutrients. But we have kale starting to sprout here, which is awesome, and these are all kale. And then we have more peas growing out. We will have to put some sticks or support rods as they grow taller. And then we have some mustard greens that are growing out, and obviously the mustard greens back there. Over here, so this is red velvet, which is a different type of lettuce, and then we have our collard greens over here. So lots of stuff growing in, and you may ask, well, why'd you double up over here and not over there? Well, the lettuce, the mustard greens, the collard greens, they're going to get very large, and so depending on whether, or we might even have to transplant them again before they go outside. We use all biodegradable cups, that way we can plant them straight in the ground and we don't have to worry about them being in a pot, especially with like your peas, your beans, your corn. They have really big roots. Same with the carrots, since they grow underground, you need a lot of space there for them to grow out. Now, all we have up above it, so this is actually a shop light. That's all this is. It's not a grow light. This one sits at about 4,500 looms. We picked it up from one of our big box stores, and as you can see, it clearly works. As the plants get taller, then we will actually raise this up and give them more room. But when people say, oh, you need a shop light, you need these specialty lights to grow plants, clearly you do not. Because we have grown successfully this for several years now. Every year we start culturing them in here, and then we'll move some to our store, that way they can grow out. And we actually have a flower or what do they call it? The window nest thing? I don't know. The one that sits outside your store. It's, I don't know where you put flowers, but we grow our collard greens, and literally all we do is we'll go out and we'll pick them, and we feed them to we clean them off, we feed them to our reptiles. We don't add any fertilizers, any pesticides, or anything like that to our plants. That way it's safe for our reptiles. So they are growing so very well, and it's very exciting to grow something from just seeds. But this is all about saving money. So could you go out every few days or every week to the store and buy mustard greens, collard greens, carrots, beans, strawberries? 100% you could. But how much are you going to spend? Well, take it from me, because I do it during the winter all the time, and I spend for all my reptiles about, I'd say about 30 bucks. They're 30 to 40 bucks every week. And with these, I spent 30 bucks on all of the seeds. We reused and repurposed some of our old bins. These ones don't have drainage in the bottom. This one does here, but these don't. That's why these are actually sitting up a little bit higher. That way there is that drainage for absorbing water from the bottom. And then we are going to add in a top layer over it. But so with you just adding a little bit of water, this light was something that I had sitting around at the shop, so we repurposed it. We repurposed some of our old bins from last year. So yes, if you don't have these bins, sorry, I'm battling a cold right now, so that's why I sound kind of stuffy. If you don't have these bins, so I think these big ones are like 40 bucks, and these ones are like $8.99, so they're not terrible. But, and then, you know, obviously you have the starter trays. So these starter pots are, I think we paid like $5 for like 30 of them. So one of the big trays over here, one of those was not terribly expensive. So in the grand scheme of things, I can grow plants all year round in my house. That way I can feed my reptiles, feed my family, and save me some money. We also have chickens outside, and I haven't done a video on that, but some of your like tegus and monitors, they'll eat eggs, and so we have those for them, but we also have them for the house too. But we could do that in a whole nother video if you want. But yeah, guys, this is definitely the way to save money on feeding your reptiles. It's simple, easy, and we're obviously, there's no waste, so we're being eco-friendly here. There's no, whatever plants or roots will go into our compost pile, and then we're not using any plastic or packaging because it stays with us, and so in doing that, there's less waste going to the landfill. So if you're thinking of a easy and affordable way to feed your reptiles and save money, then I recommend going to the store, getting some potting soil, getting some biodegradable cups, and growing your own plants. It's up to you how early you want to start growing them. Like I said, these have only been growing a few weeks from seeds, and you can see how big they are, and we're still in February here. So, but thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry this didn't come out yesterday, and my day just got away from me, and then when I got home, it was dark out, and so I couldn't show off some of the plants in the windowsill. But yeah, thank you so much, and as always, love your family, but love your reptiles more. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this channel. We bring you new videos each and every week.